this SHOKY Transformers review, we're going to take a look at something new again from the Siege line. And this time, it's a short review because these little guys are so tiny. And it is the, of course, War for Cybertron Siege MicroMasters, I believe is what they are. And it is Top Shot and Flak. Let's go ahead and take a closer look and check out these tiny little transforming dudes. Alright guys, so here we have the MicroMaster packaging for Top Shot and Flak. And, well, I don't have enough hands to... There we go. You get some nice artwork here of them in bot mode, or sorry, alt mode, shooting, and all things like that. And, yeah, we got Takara Tomy, Generations, and yes, I'm holding this close because I opened it before I got to shooting this, because I'm dumb. And WFC 6, the Autobot, Top Shot, and Flak, and Siege, War for Cybertron, Age 8+. Hey, right in the middle of that, Hasbro, Transformers, and we come to the back, and you've got the Battle Patrol. So we got something patrol. So we got aerial patrol or whatever for Decepticons, Battle Patrol, Street Patrol, whatever. There's about 6 of these different guys. I chose these because I had these back in the day. I know for sure I had Flak. Top Shot, maybe. I definitely had another version of one of these guys. And you can see here, transforms in 4 steps, transforms in 7 steps. He's more complicated. And they do have a combined weapon mode. They got equipped figure with sideswipe. Hey, we have a sideswipe already. But that's it for the packaging. And unlike my normal packaging, I don't keep the little ones. So that's trash. Yeah, that's an MGO ripoff. I don't care. And we come down. Holy crap, they're tiny. Way down here, we are almost on the table. So we have Top Shot and Flak. And yeah, they're little itty bitty tiny robots. And one thing I will say that makes this so cool, paint. That entire chest, face, and even crotch are painted. There's even a little bitty like grill right there, almost like he's a tiny Optimus. It's ridiculous. Finally, Hasbro painting tiny figures to some degree. It only took a few years. You know, we got Titan Masters, we got Titan Masters, all these little itty bitty dudes who had no paint on them except for maybe their face was vaguely painted. You got this guy, head totally painted. I like that he's got kind of a visor going on there. You got some paint chipping actually right there. That's not great. This whole section here is painted red from what I can see. The gray is not, but we do have painted tracks on the side. You got some other stuff going on there, and you even got some painted black, weapon holes. What the heck? Look at this. Look at this paint. Even a tiny Tampercraft Autobot logo on top of painted stuff. These guys are cool. You got some articulation. You got just ball joint articulation for the arms, which is good. You do have some shoulder articulation there. He can almost, hold on, let's see here. Almost, hi, do a hi teacher. That's cool. Gotta be careful, they are itty bitty. I don't know that the head rotates, but I can't get a finger in there anyways to bother. You got ball joint mounted hips. Get the arms out of the way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep your cannon to yourself, my friend. It's a little awkward, but he can do a good splits there. Kicks forward perfectly, kicks back really well. That cannon gets in the way though. The knees are pinned and have more than 90 degrees bend. If you get this out of the way, you can probably get even more. It's all part of transformation. You got these little gray thingies that are underneath the feet, also act as heel spurs. It is what it is. Of course, the feet are just the front of the vehicle. Not going to get a whole lot there. It does have waist rotation. Wow, that's impressive. Gotta love that. And then, of course, when we get to vehicle mode, we'll see the vehicle mode articulation as well. Check this guy out. Ball joint mounted arms. Wow, he can fly. And goes all the way up. He can do a high teacher, sort of. You got a vaguely molded in hand/gun situation happening right there. You do have ball joint mounted hips, just like the other guy. Splits, yay. Kick forward, kick back. Not to be confused with kick back. Very stiff knee, get you at least 90. Very cool. And no waist articulation whatsoever. This guy's much simpler. I don't have much to compare these guys to because they are so tiny. Don't have any Prime or Titan Masters available. They're all locked up, but they are smaller than this. Stand. the knee wouldn't go. All right. So there's Wally. So they are shorter than Wally for sure. And here is Optimus Prime, or Dutch, rather. And then, of course, Sideswipe for an actual inline comparison. So that's how tiny these little dudes are. Now, let's go ahead and get these guys transformed into their little vehicle modes. And in case you're wondering, yes, I definitely had to just change some settings while I was in the middle of filming, because I'm a dummy. Alright, so, if I had to guess, we're going to... I'm going blind on this for the fun of it. Pull this up, flip this up underneath there. Yep, like so. Do the same thing on this side. Pull that off completely. Man, that knee was stiff. You're not supposed to pull that off, in case you're wondering. Go ahead and tuck this guy up underneath that, like so. Tab these two bits together. Kind of straighten everybody out. There we go. And we want to accordion this back, like so. And tab that in around about there. Kind of line everybody up. And there's that vehicle mode. Super tiny little vehicle. And this guy, just want to flip all of this down. Oh, look at that. Hold on. The head totally just tucks away. That's cool. I love automorphing things. And then tab his feetsies together. Super. They said it was only 4 steps. They mean it. And then tuck that in under there. Why are you acting up? I guess that is about as good as that guy gets. Round about there. Oh, this knee is not... Something's not happy here. Hold on. The legs are not squared up to each other, and therefore not performing at the same level. Good enough, like so. Yeah, you've got his little missile launcher mode. Look at these guys. They're so tiny. So tiny and cute. And they do have little rolling wheels underneath, so you can roll them. Wow, that one actually went really good. Let's see. That one did too. Sweet. And he's a little bit more limited, so you can just sort of tilt the missile launcher wherever you want. That is very, very much like the original one that I had back in the day. And I like the autograph, or tampograph rather, Autobot logo. So it's an Autobot tampograph, which makes it an autograph, right? Right. And like I said, you got the paint down the side, you got the treads, and everything like that. I love the fact that the head actually went away. That was beautiful. I love that. And this one, you do get a rotating turret, and it says Takara Tomy right there, or just Tomy. There we go. Okay, that was not pushed in all the way. Now it is. Turret rotates, like I said. Gun points up. I like the kind of gunmetal-y silver going on there. That's neat. I like, you got fake wheels here, but then 4 real wheels. Unfortunately, he's got completely visible robot syndrome underneath, so just don't turn him over. Okay? Yeah. So, those are cool. And once again, they're super tiny. So we have Wally. It's embarrassingly small. If you really want to see how small they are, there's a Prime Armor. So that's how itty bitty these guys really are. And just for comparison, there it is next to Sideswipe's cannon. And Hound's feet. So they really, really are tiny, which I find funny that somebody would make vehicles that are so small that interact with vehicles that are so big. I don't get it, but it is what it is. Alright, so these things do have one other thing that they can do. They can become a weapon. So from what I know, you want to fold that straight up like so that he becomes a handle, so to speak. You're going to come over here and you want to unfold him like so. think you want to unplug this, flip this up. So you want the head to stay away, like so. So now you've got a big peg here, and you've got a couple of slots kind of there just for lining things up. Big hole there, got your tabs there. And you just sort of plug everybody together, kind of. Although that didn't really... Oh, because these are supposed to slide back. My bad. I knew I was missing something. Yep, so plug that all up there. Plug your wheel section into your tread section, and there you go. It's kind of a missile launchery, dude. Something. Come on. Cooperate with me. So that's more or less how that's going to work. Like that. Cool? Cool. Let me raise the camera up just a little bit here. And so now you got big missile shooting portion here, and another gun that's pointed straight down. Totally pointless. But let's go ahead and give it to a transformer. So we've got Hound here, who, well, frankly needs more weapons. So we just take this and shove that right into his hand, like so. And now he has a really big, ridiculous set of weapons. Just poof, 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 poof. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can slide that out of the way. So now Hound has this big old, like, bazooka type weapon along with his other things. And of course anybody can hold it, you know, that they got a 5mm peg. And I guess if you really want to, because that peg is so long, you can just make an enormous shoulder mount for him. Like that. That's totally ridiculous. There we go. It started out with such a tiny review. Now it's gotten a little bit bigger. So, but guys, that's going to be it for these little tiny MicroMasters. They're really cool. Usually about $10 for a 2-pack. I picked them up at Target when I picked up the rest of my Siege line. And you guys should be able to do the same. I will say that maybe getting this little tiny robot head up, there we go. That's probably how that got hurt. But considering that they gave these guys paint, they have articulation, even though they are so small, it's pretty awesome. You know, they didn't have to go that far. And I like the idea with this one. I guess if you do it this way, you got the knees sort of situation happening here. Ooh, that's not going to come out of there very easily, is it? Need a pokey device. Go in here and just kind of... Oh, that really got tabbed in there. Okay, so that's for future reference. That will really tab in there, guys, if you're trying. So come down here, rotate these back out. Yeah, I'm just going ahead and transferring them back to bot mode instead of doing the separate reverse transformation video that I've been doing lately. Go ahead and do it this way. Just because these guys are so simple. But guys, if you like these little tiny MicroMasters, if you had them when you were a kid, let me know in the description down below. And make sure you hit that like button on this review. And in all reviews, really, just to be nice. So, yay, tiny guys. And if you want to help support the channel, you can totally do that right here on the Patreon. Go over, check that out, please. Every little bit absolutely does help keep things moving forward. If you want to get a Shoky shirt, you can totally do that. You got a bunch of those on the screen right here as well. And all of that, of course, once again, go to help keep this channel moving forward. Guys, that's it for this silly little Transformers review. And I will catch you on the next one. And remember, as always, to keep on nerding. Even if you're tiny. See you guys later.